Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Mr. Nil channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mr. Nil and welcome to the channel. So today we are looking at something different, the TSW6 leaks and what I believe to be the core route for the upcoming game in September. Yes, now I say leaks, they're just speculations. However, the thumbnail image for TSW6 has in fact released, and yes, it was announced this morning that it will release in September. Now, obviously, TSW6 is the 6th game in the TSW franchise after TSW 5, keeping the theme that they all released in early September, around like the 15th to the 25th of September, and then early access, people get like 3 days early access. So, the first thing I want to be talking about is the new TSW6 game thumbnail image, which I mentioned a couple of seconds ago. Now, this includes the Class 802 in Great Western Railway, as we can see in the bottom right-hand side. Now, the 802, obviously, I'm guessing it's just a reskin of the 800, because, well, that's really what the 802 is in real life. I believe this is going to be a part of the new Great Western Express remaster. However, I don't think it's actually in the right time period. You can actually see that it's first Great Western, which is interesting. So, people are speculating that it's going to be a new route from Penzance to Taunton, which could be possible for a potential extension for the West Cornwall local route released back in TSW 2. So we get a new lighting, and the only issue is about changing that is that they'd actually have to change the time period to present day, which doesn't really make sense for the 150 being in the game, because obviously 150s and regional railways they don't run anymore, and the 37s are out of traffic. Well, I mean, they work in Yorkshire area, but I've not seen a 37 on normal traffic in a while. But for the 150, what they could do is they could convert it into the 150/1, which I believe runs the St. Ives to St. Austell. Or no, not St. Austell. The little branch line from St. Ives to somewhere. Because I'm fairly certain the 150/1 and Great Western run that route, but I could be wrong. Now, what does confuse me on the thumbnail image for TSW6 is that the two trains next to the 802 are from previous DLC, so they're not new. That is the Dutch one from the... I'm going to butcher this because it's Dutch. Is it the Sporlin Zwell? I'm not sure. And there is also a German high-speed train. I'm fairly certain it's the ICE3. However, I have heard it's ICT. But I mean, I'm only saying it's from some German DLC because for some reason every single high-speed German DLC has the ICE3. So I could be wrong. Now, there's actually also no American trains in this image, so that kind of leads me to think that they're dropping the theme of the German, British, and American routes as the core routes. Or perhaps this will change in the future, because like others, with other games, the image does change. It doesn't stay. Now, this image is real, if you are asking. Here's a little time-lapse video for proof. You just change the number in the URL to a 6 instead of a 5 for TSW6. Now, the next topic I want to talk about is the possibility of a Transport for Wales route being a core route and possibly a returning brand in the TSW series, so we could see a lot of TFW. Now, on the latest section of the new Cardiff route is a selection of unannounced stock, being the Class 67, Flirt, 197, and another one which I forgot, but it will be on the screen. Now, usually when this happens, take the ECML for example, it says Lumo, brackets, operated by LNER Azuma, bracket. However, on this one, it just says BR Class 67. Doesn't mean it's operated by anything, it just says BR Class 67, which in some scenarios, with the cargo volume series, this has actually come to life before being announced, so perhaps we could get a new route going from Bristol to Cardiff. I think that would be a really good route, because obviously we have Cardiff already, don't need to model that. I think it's like 14 stations in between, and Bristol's pretty big. You get Bristol Temple Meads, so yeah, I think that's a good route. I mean, then again, this is all speculation, and we will not know for sure if it is real. However, the Dovetail Direct does actually come out tomorrow. So, another little thing I want to talk about is the TSW6 theme song, because it has released on, I think it was FM radio, and Dan TDM, he has broadcasted it. So, I'm going to play a little segment of the theme. If I think it's long enough or short enough, we will put the entire song in there. So, enjoy this one. I'm going to do the end credits now. So if you guys have enjoyed this one, if you have, make sure to like and subscribe. I shall see you in the next one, and bye for now, my friends. Enjoy the theme song for Train Sim World 6.